What it is, folks, it's your homeboy First, back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. I got another good one for y'all today. You feel me? I really do. I appreciate all y'all being here with me for episode 232. Woo! Get on up there, y'all. 232. I'll put it on something. Okay, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, put all of your people on it. Also, make sure you fuck with our sponsor, the King McNeil Collection. As the King McNeil Collection for all of your divine nine needs. Okay, I'm talking about if you are in one of the divine nine fraternities and sororities, why aren't you shopping with the King McNeil Collection? Go to kingmcneil.com or download the app. All I ask is to tell them First sent you. Okay, I got a good one for y'all this week. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. We have a man who resides in Jacktown, Jackson, Mississippi. We have a man who is a 1986 graduate of the illustrious Jackson State University. Okay. And while at JSU, he served as president of his freshman, sophomore, and senior classes while also being a member of SGA. So leadership just runs through him. You understand me? We have a man who is a retired dean of students at Hines Community College. We have a man who currently serves as an educational consultant and a community activist. Okay, y'all know I know a little bit about both of those. Okay, we have a married man here. Okay, we have a family man here. We have someone who is a lifetime member of JSU's National Alumni Association. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, without further ado, I present to you Dr. Timothy Rush Sr. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine. First, I'm about to run that brick wall. You done got me on, boy. I'm ready. A hype man. Let's do it.
That's what's up, man. Well, I'm so glad to have you here, man. Shout out to Brother Dawson who reached out to me about
Yes,
having one of y'all on here, man. And you, I think as y'all are well, I'm very, very appreciative of the work that y'all are doing. I did a segment showing me signing up for it and everything like that. So it's so needed, and we're so glad that we have y'all brothers and sisters, I'm assuming as well, on the case and standing up for the university. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I like to ask everybody this, okay, because this is a model for young people who may come across these and goes into their decision making. Okay, so why do you choose Jackson State?
You know, my second grade teacher was a Jacksonian. And actually, my freshman year, she was the alumnus of the year, Miss Sadie Guyton. And she always talked about blue tigers running in her veins. You know, she said other people bleed blood is red, but mine bleed blue. Okay. And I didn't know what that meant until we came to high school day. In those days, Alcorn played a day game and Jackson State had a night game. So the senior trip would be Alcorn during the day and Jackson State at night. So, of course, after coming out of that country and stopping back in Jackson, it was over with, brother. It was over with.
Okay. Well, shout out to that teacher. Shout out to her. Now, let's get really down to business here. Okay. You're a member of the 1877 Project, but there may be still a few who may not know about y'all's efforts. Can you kind of inform them, like, what are the goals of the 1877
sure.
Project?
If you let me digress just a minute, and thank you, brother, because we shared that. We saw the episode. You shared it with us, and we got a lot of kickback, a lot of hits from you throwing us out there. I never will forget, man. You did our hearts some good because we began to wonder and question ourselves, and you jumped on there and you said, whoever is responsible for 1877. And man, look, that made us feel like going a little further, brother. So you gave us that do it fluid when we was getting a little weary.
I appreciate it.
Because, you know, everybody don't want to go where we going, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't want to fight, you know. Everybody don't want to fight the establishment, if you will.
Yes, sir.
But before I go any further, let me please introduce my steering committee so people
Okay.
may be able to associate them with this particular mission. And I'll answer every question you have for me tonight.
Okay.
I
Yes,
really
sir.
appreciate the opportunity. Of
Yes, sir.
course, you mentioned our chair, Mr. Mark Dawson, and he's on vacation, so he reached out to me, and I thank you, brother, for giving us the opportunity for this platform and this space.
Yes, sir.
We have Cheryl and Brian Love, who recently got married last weekend. Want to say congratulations to her again.
Congrats.
We have Yolanda Daniels, Francis Moncure, Vanessa Quinn, Vanessa Wallace, and myself. Now, this was born out of a desire to help our institution. After the selection of the last president, of course, we was unhappy, but we swallowed that.
Mm-hmm.
We swallowed that. We picked up the pieces, and we asked ourselves the question, what could we do to help our institution?
Mm-hmm.
So we compiled our skill set, and believe it or not, my brother, we began to meet with administrators on the campus of Jackson State appointed by the president
Mm-hmm.
in an effort to streamline and make things a little bit more practical. We was trying to make it make sense because we had a group of students who called us with complaints as it relates to housing, financial aid. The way they described in my brother registration is like it was when I was there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just some things we can do better. And most people on the team are techies. They're computer science majors.
Mm-hmm.
I bring a social science skill set to the table.
Mm-hmm.
But they were able to streamline some things and help the institution going forward. And we looked up, and all of a sudden, abruptly, here we are again looking for a president. So we decided to get out in front of it after watching what we seen transpire down in Tallahassee.
Oh, yes. Lord have mercy.
Yes. And of course, we got to just be candid. We're going to be candid, and we're going to be clean with it. But for whatever reason, alumni has not said anything.
Mm.
So we had to say something. It's one of the situations where somebody says something. And unfortunately, my brother, we haven't been advocates for our institutions as it relates to leadership since the ousting of Dr. Peoples back in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
Yes, sir.
You know, I hate to equate it with this, but that's like my two sons, and they're in their 30s. Well, one of them in his 30s, and I asked him, I said, man, how can I feed you and you not cheer for the Cowboys? And he said, Daddy, the Cowboys ain't won none since I've been living. So we haven't advocated for Jackson State since 1984.
Mm.
But we walk around and say we love it.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to use this space to love it to life because I think we've been loving it to death.
Mm. That's powerful. That's powerful. Bringing up IHL and their previous decisions there, do you think, because this is something that in this space, a lot of people have been thinking about online, they've been talking about it online, whether what I'm about to say is the case. Do you think IHL simply made bad hires, like good faith mistakes, or do you think they were actually trying to sabotage the university with those picks?
Since all of them appeared to be, well, all of them were in-house,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a good faith effort. Looked like everything was convenient, easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope it's not a situation where they don't want us to have good leadership because they're afraid that we might flourish. I hope that's not the case, but it's beginning to look that way.
And given the history of this state, I mean,
and the history of these searches.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you not have a fair and open process? How can it be a man to get a job that didn't apply for the job? Where that happens at?
Where they do that at?
There you go, my brother. I mean, I wish somebody would call me and say, hey, I know you didn't apply for it, but hey, come on, and not only you got a job, you got the top job.
Top job.
That don't happen.
Yeah, I've never seen such. I've never seen such before. Y'all, I got a free $100 gift card to Walmart from Windows USA. And here's how you can do the same thing. Someone referred me to Windows USA, okay? They contacted me, and they told me that they would give me a free $100 gift card to Walmart if I allowed them to come to my crib and simply do a presentation. So I did. and this is what I got. Now, I did end up buying the windows, you feel me? But you don't have to. You'll still get the free $100 gift card to Walmart just by allowing them to do the presentation. Now, since I did purchase some windows, that allowed me to become a part of their referral program. And this is how that works. You submit your name, phone number, and address to me via one of my social media accounts. You will see it on the ticker down there and in the description of the video. I will relay that information to them. They will give y'all a call. They will set up the appointment with you. You let them come in and do their presentation. And there you go. You'll get this free $100 gift card to Walmart, and they'll pay me $100. So not only do you get a chance to get a free $100 gift card to Walmart, you also get a chance to help your homeboy first out by getting me $100 too. Now, I have nothing to do with the sale of the windows, all right? So there's no pressure to buy the windows. If you just let them do the presentation, you'll get that free $100 gift card to Walmart, and I'll get that $100 that I told you about. Now, that's a lick y'all don't want to miss out on. So go ahead and hit me up today with your name, address, phone number. I'll get it over to them. Y'all set up y'all appointment, let them do the presentation, and let's get this money. Has there been any coordination between let's say y'all and other like-minded individuals and maybe Alcorn and Valley? You know, I know we've had these high-profile hiccups with the president, but I know they're dealing with issues of their own as well. So has there been any coordination between like-minded individuals who are trying to fight back in the large HBCUs in the state?
You know, it's ironic you say that, because I also was trying to meet with a group with Dr. Phillips, Irie Phillips. I know you know him. Dr. Phillips was trying to blow breath back into an old organization they had, which was comprised of Jackson State, Valley, and Alcorn in terms of retired faculty and staff members.
Okay.
But we couldn't, for whatever reason, we couldn't get anything off the ground. We had about 15, 20 people from Jackson State, one individual from Valley, no representation from Alcorn, but we would like to blow breath into the organization because we all suffered from the same thing. And since we going down that road, I don't know if you were privileged to be on the committee, on the call with IHL, but it almost sounded a bit braggadocious when they made the statement that Jackson State is no different than any other institution, and that Alcorn and Valley and Ole Miss has gone through several presidents too. I don't see the joy in that. I mean, look like if that's the case, they should look at the process.
I know that's right. That's nothing to brag about at all.
Not at all.
Means y'all are flawed across the board.
No doubt about it. And that's why we asked the question, you know, had they reviewed the processes and looked at changing things and evaluating the process? And I don't know, have they or have they not, but that's a good place to start.
Yeah. And I think me and Tarante Day, shout out to TD, when I had him on, we were kind of discussing that as well, because you know, just thinking strength in numbers, you know.
Yes, sir.
And being more powerful collectively against these folks if they want to make these decisions without our input. Like that is insane.
Yeah. And first, it's amazing that you say that, because other institutions have several different entities and voices to speak on their behalf. Mm-hmm. And we're just one little small body, 1877, and people look at us as though we're villains. And we're just being advocates for what we know is right. I think what sets us apart is, unlike others, we do not have a candidate in mind, and we have committed ourselves to not endorsing anybody. We want a fair and open process. And if that occurs, we believe good leadership will emerge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's all we're asking for. We don't have a dog in the hunt. Mm-hmm. Our dog is the I love. Mm-hmm. And we want her to have the best leadership possible. If that happens to be in Mississippi, fine. If that's in Alaska, fine. Wherever it is, we need to find it.
Yes, sir.
Because we're on life support. We cannot afford to go 0 for 4. Mm-mm. Some request even 0 for 5 with Carolyn Myers.
What can JSU supporters of all stripes do to really get behind y'all effort? I'm talking about from scholar that's doing their thing, somebody that's paying their alumni dues, all the way down to somebody who ain't never went to Jackson State, but they love Jackson State and they rocking Jackson State blue in the barber shop every day. Okay, all in between. What can anybody do?
I think that sets us apart too, first, in that we are inclusive. We are recruiting alumni and friends of the institution. Mm-hmm. We recognize clearly when we see 50, 55,000 fans in the stadium on Saturday, all of those are not Jacksonians.
That's right.
Some of those are people that love this institution and love our athletic programs and support our institutions. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to run off and leave them. We value their input also. We're looking to include all stakeholders. Anybody, this is a movement. I've shared with the steering committee several times. God is all in this. Brother, I'm serious. Like when you give us this space and you mention us and other people mention us from time to time, 1,400, and invite us in, and our base keep expanding. Again, just about the time we get tired, the Lord shows us a little light and we pick up and go from there. So this is a movement. And we got to get everybody on board. And the difference is this time we're here to stay. The best ability is accountability. And unfortunately for us, we never held our leadership accountable. Mm-hmm. We put them in the chair, we walk away, and for whatever reason, we become happy with Kool-Aid, grown folk Kool-Aid, complimentary tickets, you know, and our young people are suffering.
Yes, sir.
They are, I see you posted your kids today, first day of school. Brother, they depending on us. They can't do it.
Yes, sir. We
have to be that bridge. If we don't lay a foundation for them, then they won't have anywhere to go. I would hope and pray that we don't look back someday and we sitting on a barber shop on a corner somewhere on a milk crate, drinking grown folk Kool-Aid, talking about woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yes, sir.
That dog won't hunt, brother. We know. We know it. Man, I told a brother today, I said, God has given us all the rainbow signs. Have you seen the piece about the word trumpery?
No, I haven't.
Brother.
What they're saying about that?
Trumpery, the word itself, is deception.
Mm.
Now we know who said it. Now we know who said in the house. God revealing all this to us, and we act as though we don't understand or we don't get it. There's an attack on us.
Yes.
And we don't get it.
Yes.
You know, we had people walking around. I hate to change field, brother. We got people walking around talking about a black female in the White House when most of them was raised by a single parent.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Don't do that. Please don't do that. You know, and now you see what we got.
Yeah.
Talking about reparations. They talking about reparations, brother. We was getting reparations. Man, I know a lot of people who got their student loans forgave. If that ain't reparations, what is, my brother?
And now they're kicking in the student loan interest about to kick back in on a lot of borrowers. They're threatening the income-driven repayment plans.
We can see garnishment down the road, and a brother can't even feed his family.
Yes,
you can see it.
Yeah, full-blown attack. I told a lot of people we're in an ideological war right now, without a doubt.
No doubt about it.
That's definitely targeting us.
And brother, and the only way that we're going to continue to work our way out of this situation is education.
Yes, sir.
And we got to have people that understand the total mission.
Yes, sir.
And not happy with eating crumbs from the king or the queen table. There has to be a bigger mission. We need people that has a compassion for education and want to make a difference. Man, we need the John A. Peoples of the world, the President Owens, the Tougaloo of the world, man. You know, people say, well, why is Tougaloo, as small as it is, have so many doctors and lawyers? because their president in the 1960s said he wanted a black medical doctor and a black lawyer in every county in the state. And two don't have a graduate school. So what they do? Day one, they promote graduate professional school. You're a Madison County man, you know the story.
So the vision, having that vision, yeah.
And that's one thing that we got to have with our next president, a vision. Now, who would ever thought that Alcorn competing with us? And that's no mark on Alcorn. We know, I'm just saying there shouldn't be no comparison just based on the location. We got all the resources right here in the city. And Alcorn offering more scholarships than we're offering. How can that be? Something's terribly wrong, brother, but we got to fix it. This ain't the time to run. Now, this is the time, to stand strong and pick your head up and brace your back and roll your sleeves up and get your hands dirty.
Do you think the success of our football team clouds some people's judgment and make them think that things are okay, and maybe they're asking you, they look at you and they hear your passion and they may think, why is he so mad? They just won the HBCU national championship. But they don't see what you're seeing, a bigger picture, bigger vision. Do you think the success of our sports programs under Ashley Robinson across the board, really, do you think that makes some people think, oh, it's cool, I ain't got to give back, I ain't got to join this, I don't have to donate to this, I don't have to sign up for 1877 project? Do you think there's some of that?
I think there's a lot of that. I think we miss why the institution exists. I think we lost our mind under Coach Prime leadership. Yeah, it was a win-win, of course, but institutions exist for the purpose of teaching and learning.
There you go.
Athletics is a sideshow. It's unfortunate that people get it twisted.
Yes.
But we have to stay focused, brother, because our way out of this is to produce more business people, more doctors, more lawyers. And there are thousands of students and maybe hundreds of athletes. So you do the math.
True.
What's the quickest way to success? And grant you, we have some outstanding student athletes.
We do.
But some of them chose Jackson State because of the academic program. They probably could have went to other institutions, and somebody may have said, you know what? Jackson State has a history of excelling in computer science. Jackson State has a history of excelling in engineering. But Jackson State just had this new engineering program. Hey, I'm a music major. I mean, I'm classical. Jackson State. Sociology, social work. You know what I'm saying? Students pick schools also because of academic programs, not just athletics.
Yeah, and even best case scenario for the athletes, if they go pro and play into their 40s, you still got another half of your life to live.
And you play into your 40s, you lucky.
You lucky. You are very lucky. Especially if it's football. Football, the average career 3 years.
Oh, we know what NFL means, not for long.
Not for long.
Yeah, not for long.
Not for long. So you got to go do something else, even best case scenario.
And Mama always told us too, a fool and his money will soon part. So even if you're athletes, you need to know how to save your money.
They got a whole documentary about it called Broke. Every athlete needs to watch that.
Yes, sir.
We used to show it to our athletes, and everybody needs to watch that.
Well, if you don't understand that girl named Fiker, then you got a problem in life.
Woo! I can't stand that girl there. That girl get you.
Ain't you something else?
That girl get your money before you touch your money.
Off the top. Yes, sir.
Yes, she will. Yes, she will. But man, I can't let you get out of here without making you put it on something. Now, these are fun. We've hit a lot of real stuff today, a lot of stuff that the people really, really need. Okay, but now let's have a little fun. All right, so this first one, I've never done this one with anybody, so this will be the first time that somebody gets a chance to answer this one. So this will actually be historic. Okay. So
Come on with it.
I need your version or the Jackson State version of the Mount Rushmore. Okay. And we going, instead of 4, Mount Rushmore got 4 people on it. We going, since it's Jackson State, J5. Okay. So I want you to give me, though, for your J5, I need one president in the history of JSU.
John A. Peoples.
One professor.
Wee.
It can even just be one that made a mark on you.
I have to say Margaret Walker Alexander.
Ooh, that's a heavy hitter. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that? That you can say that a historic person.
For my people, man. We all read it when I was in school. For my people.
Come on, man.
And I believe Alex Haley robbed it too.
And my mama loved her, man. Long live my mother.
Yes,
my mother absolutely loved her. One coach.
I think Coach Gordon gonna be my guy.
Okay, I figured that one. All right. One band director.
Ooh, wee. Ooh, that's a tough one, man.
I know that's what we do here. That's what we do now. Our current one has had a hell of a run recently.
Yes, he have. But I'm gonna have to go with Dial Taylor. I'm gonna have to go with Dial.
Okay. And lastly, one student. Okay, and that can be student athlete. That can be one scholar who's gone on to do some amazing things and repping us to the fullest. One student.
Cornell Brooks.
All right.
Cornell is currently at Harvard or Yale as a senior administrator. He's a former chair of the NACP.
Shout out to that king. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear that J5? Let's run through it one more time so they hear your whole J5. Your president was
John Arthur Peoples.
Your professor,
Margaret Walker Alexander.
Your coach,
W.C. Gordon.
Your band director,
Dial Taylor.
And your student,
Cornell Brooks.
That's a hell of a J5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep record of these J5s so I can compare them with future guests. Okay, but you were the first one. Okay, so that is historic.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next question. Even before the scandal broke out and everything like that with our previous president, some people were upset with the president for what they saw as messing with a tradition with the W.C. Gordon red, the accent of the red. Okay, so the question is, what is a JSU tradition that's a non-negotiable with you for this next president? Like, if this president comes in, you would let him know, hey man, do not fool with this now.
I don't like that red neither.
No, you were down with it.
Yeah, I don't like that red, man.
I see you all blue and white out right now. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, okay then. Is there a tradition you would like to see enhanced by the next president? Like something you love that you think needs to be pumped more?
I think we need to give more credence to the shooting on the plaza with Gibbs and Green. I think our kids need to recognize why those bullet holes are still in the wall of Alexander Hall. And I think if they did, they would know and understand why their parents sent them to school, and they'd stay more focused and perhaps be better students, which ultimately would lead to better citizens. That would be my hope and aim in that from a cultural perspective.
That's powerful.
We never forget from whence we came.
That's powerful. And the fact that you said that, and I've said this for years now, that I want to write a song about that event. I'm a big Isley Brothers fan. I consider them the greatest group of all time. I just love them.
Yes, sir.
And they have a song about what happened in Kent State, Ohio.
Gotcha.
They have a wonderful song about
Which
that.
Comparison at the exact same time frame.
Yeah. Right. Like when I was a U.S. history teacher, I had to teach about both events, but my the slides that accommodated that accompanied, excuse me, my textbook only had a picture from Kent State on it.
Gotcha.
It had like one sentence about what happened to us. So I had to fill in the blanks for my kids on that, and I found myself doing that a lot.
I understand.
Hopefully a lot of history teachers are doing that now, but it's risky to do that now in this Trump era. If you tell the truth, they trying to fire you,
Equity and inclusion, right?
But I definitely would like to do a song about that and draw more attention to that, because what the Islands did with that song was amazing.
No doubt.
It makes it dramatizes what happened up there, and I think through the power of music, I could do that for that event. So I'm still gonna look into that. Any producers out there, if y'all got some dope beats that can set the mood, to set the stage for me to write about that, hit me up on one of my socials. All right, last one. I did find this in my research, that you are a member of Omega Psi Phi. Okay, shout out to all the Q dogs that I fool with. My dog Jason Clay, my boy K.O. Martin, shout out to him. Adam Jones, shout out to him. I got a slew of them that plays down there at that place down there in Lorman. But Alcorn, I'm sorry, I'm just playing with y'all. Y'all treated my students well. Y'all really have. I'm very happy with y'all down there. But shout out to all the Qs. So I got a little either or for you.
Yes, sir.
Of some of your notable frat brothers. Okay. All right. We're going to start in the world of comedy. Okay. You can only pick one. Steve Harvey or Ricky Smiley?
Ricky.
Okay. I'm going to basketball now. You can only pick one. Again,
Michael.
I was going to say Jordan or Shaq. He already. Okay. All right. And we're going to football. One of your friends got a Heisman Trophy. The other one got an MVP. So who you going with, Charlie Ward or Steve McNair?
Steve.
There it is. I kind of thought you were going to go with Steve, but I said the Alcorn tie might make him say no.
I wanted to say Ed Too Tall Jones so bad.
Oh, yeah.
But when you said Steve, that's a wrap.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, man, I greatly appreciate you coming on. I was when Brother Dawson hit me up, man, it was a no-brainer. He gave me the opportunity to hit you up and maybe discuss. I said, no, I ain't got to do that. That's a no-brainer. We going to do this, so because I greatly appreciate what y'all did. Literally, me and Tarante, I interviewed him and we had a long discussion during his interview about the need for y'all. So for me to look up and see that like a week later, we had something like that, somebody advocating, somebody doing, like I do my part here, but I don't know how to put together a website or nothing like that. Y'all hooked that thing up. Y'all writing was exquisite. My goodness, y'all were easy. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, we got a hell of a skill set, man. And Lord has really blessed us. I tell the steering committee all the time, God's hand is all in it, man. Yeah. But I don't want to leave without letting you know, one of your boys also my cousin. Jason is my cousin.
Jason Clay?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's what's up. I gotta send this to him.
Well, he's out in Texas.
Yeah, that's my dog. Hey, he lost some money to me not too long ago with when Errol Spence fought Bud Crawford.
Oh,
I had to take some money up off that boy. You know what I'm talking about? So we might bet on this. I gotta hit him up. We might bet on this Canelo and Bud. I don't know who he gonna go with.
He just bought that big house, man. He might not be able to take no losing,
That boy sure get into that money. That computer science money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ooh, yeah. Shout out, man.
I wanna thank you though first on behalf of the steering committee, man. You've really been good to us, man, and you didn't have to be, man. You gave us a little breath, man. We were getting weary, brother, and you really gave us a little Gatorade, a shot in the arm, man. We want to thank you for the shot in the arm, man. And if I can say anything in closing, man, again, if people would just go online and complete the survey, go online and send a petition to a legislator, and if you can, make the IHL meeting on August 21st. And we're going to, at some point do a little promo where we're going to ask people what do they think about Jackson State and give them a little small clipping, and we're going to add it on social media. And the running theme is D1877 Project for a Better JSU. And I always say, if loving JSU is wrong, I don't want to be right.
There it is. There it is. Well, man, I greatly appreciate what y'all are doing. And just let me know whenever y'all need to get something out to the people, even if it's just me sharing it, on here
Yes, sir.
myself, to my, I do that on my social, especially my Instagram.
Thank you for the invite, brother.
All
Thank you.
those big following on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, and on TikTok. So if I need to put it over there, just let me know, because I'm down for the fight, because this is, like you said, this is for our kids.
No doubt about it.
This is bigger than just just the institution. It's us as a people.
No, that it's a movement. It's a movement.
Yes, it is. But I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, sir. You have a good night.
All right, you too. You watch the content, you enjoy the content. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, go ahead and become a channel member so you can get exclusive content and a free statement tee shared only with the realest ones.